Hey, Sunshines. I know that sometimes it can be really hard to keep up with all these assignments and when everything is due. So I wanted to just do a quick walkthrough of, whew, you can tell I have recess duty today, right? I just wanted to do a quick walkthrough of how assignments are set up in my Canvas and how you can know what's going on. I'm one of those weird teachers that really loved Google Classroom before the pandemic and what I like to call is the before times. And so Canvas for me is a really great tool, and I'm one of the weirdos that kind of likes it. So I like to use it to help my students, even those that are in class, those that are out of class, those that are working virtually, and those that are working in person. It's a really great tool to help us kind of keep up with what's going on, whether you are out for the orthodontist or gone for a ball game, or God forbid you have to be quarantined. I mean, these things happen. We all have days where we've got to be gone, or maybe you kind of knew what I was talking about, but you were really checked out because something was going on with your dog at home and you were just stressed. I totally get it. Okay. Let me tell you a secret. Grown-ups have those days too. Total truth. Okay. So I like to keep everything on Canvas so that basically what happens is my Canvas is exactly what I would teach in class. You might get like a different story about my dog or something like that when you're in person. But the gist and the details are all there on Canvas for you. Basically, what I do is sit down and go, okay, what do I need to tell my students today in this lesson? And then that's what goes on my Canvas. So hopefully you have everything that you need on there. If there's ever something I missed, please feel free to tell me or ask me. I'm human. I miss things. That's okay. Teachers are people too. So let's take a look at just one of our random classes here and see what's going on. Okay, so now I've got it to where I'm seeing things from your point of view. In this little area where you can see my mouse where it says login, you would normally see this like cute little thing, and it's got all these little buttons and awesomeness. And we'll go back to that in just a second. But the thing I want to address here is this to-do list over here on the right. Just no. I don't know why the to-do list exists. It's like if your 7-year-old made your grocery list, okay? Like, I don't know. I've never had good luck with that sucker. So here's what I suggest, okay? Always go to your modules, always start at the top and work your way down. So let's take a look at the module real quick. If you go into your modules, I see like this week we've been working on Rogue Wave. So I try to do like Monday, this is what we did. Tuesday, this is what we did. Wednesday, this is what we did. And if there's a situation where like this week we got a little behind, and if you're working virtually, go ahead and do those things and don't worry about if we're behind. It's not going to hurt you, I promise. Okay, so that happens sometimes, it's like this is what we really want to do, but we're not going to get to it. So that's why I would not worry about that to-do list. I would worry about the things that are here in this quiz. And then if there's something else to let you know, like maybe we're going to read a story over the course of 2 days or whatever, okay? I'll leave you a note in the day. So like, I guess that's it really, that I have a note on there. But for Friday, you were going to take the quiz. And then, of course, we're not going to take a 10-point quiz, and that's all we're going to do for 45 minutes. So the rest of the time we read like Flashlight Friday, and we spent our time reading. So if you missed and there was just a little 10-point thing and it says we're going to read, then use that time for your independent reading challenge. Remember, that's where every 5 books you read, you can earn a homework pass for a daily grade. So you can't use it on like a test, but you could use it on like a little quiz that's like parts of the plot that is 10 points or something like that. So we can do those things. Another way to do this is to go back to the homepage and to go into the course calendar. So in the course calendar, what I do is I open up, I'm going to get this going here. What I do is I open up everything on a Monday. It's always due at Friday at midnight. So maybe you missed Friday and you're gone Friday night because you Friday afternoon because you got to leave for a game or whatever. It'll be available until midnight on Friday. If you need extended time, that's cool. I get it. Maybe your game ran till 8 o'clock and you were just too tired. I would be. I ain't running. So email me, let me know, and I'll slide it back open for you. It's not a big deal, okay? Just shoot me an email, and when I get to it, I'll open it back up. And I'm not going to punish you because it wasn't done at a certain time or anything. We have to work together to make sure we keep things in a timely manner. We don't want to get way behind. So that's why I do have it due then. It gives me the weekend to grade and you the weekend to not worry about your homework, in theory. So you'll see here, each thing has a due date, right? So like the preview for Rogue Wave had a due date of Monday. That's because we did it in class on Monday, and it's in your module. It's under the little heading for Monday, right? So I put it due as Monday, but if you missed on Monday because you were throwing up and you didn't get it turned in until Wednesday, that's cool. All of this stuff, I'm trying to point, sorry. All of this stuff here, you have open until Friday night at midnight. So maybe you missed this because you had an orthodontist appointment and then there was church afterwards and you didn't have time to do it until Thursday night or even Friday after school. That's fine. As long as I have it Saturday morning when I sit down with my cup of coffee to grade, it's fine. Okay? And for the first couple of months, I'll send you an email and say like, hey, I'm missing this. Do you need me to reopen it or something like that? So be sure you're checking your email. You don't have to do that separately. You can actually see it here in this inbox tab. You can click on that and that'll let you know. If you have something new, there's a little red notification button. You know how it works, like with your text, the little red bubble, right? So that will show up there if you've got an email from me. Generally, if I'm hunting for a grade and I can't find yours, you're going to get an email. So you would get an email from me or I'll catch you in class and we'll figure it out, okay? As long as it's not becoming a habit and it's not like every week I have to chase you down for all your work, then we're going to have a different discussion, okay? But if you are a parent who follows along and kind of looks at what's going on Canvas, that to-do list, I don't even know why that exists. But what happened was when we had kids going virtual, they would only work through the to-do list. And so they would miss out on the notes and the hints and the things that were in the module. And they just kind of weren't getting everything. They were just getting like, here's your stack of worksheets, essentially. And they weren't getting the meat and the potatoes, and they weren't understanding what was going on. So they were just stuck with a bunch of dishes and they didn't get to eat, you know? So I do really want to encourage you to go through those modules. If there's notes, it's there. If it's my history class, the notes are there. What is on the Jumbotron is in the module, okay? And if it's on the Jumbotron, it's important enough to be on the Jumbotron. It's important enough to be on the test. So that's kind of my hints for that. I'm going to leave student view right quick. Maybe. And take a look at a course. Don't freak out at mine. My to-do list is a nightmare. In each course, your homepage will look like this. It's got some variation of some little Bitmoji classroomy type thing, okay? This will always link you. The start the module link will just send you to the modules page. This one is going to send you to the email option, which is just going to open your inbox tab. So either way for that. But I do have a YouTube channel. It's Mrs. W Class 22 on pretty much all social media, and YouTube, Quizlet, Kahoot, all of that. I keep it just Miss W Classes 22 or Class 22 so that the kids can find me. So if you're struggling with like, how do I turn this stupid thing in on Canvas? Or maybe you just have a general Canvas question, zip on over to my YouTube page because I've done a bazillion of these tutorials and it's probably there. If there's a YouTube specific to an assignment, I usually try to link it in the assignment. But, you know, I'm human. I drop the ball sometimes and I miss those. So if you're looking for something and you're not sure, you can try that. But you can also always email me and say like, hey, how do I do this? And if there's a YouTube video that I feel like will point you in the right direction, or if I'm like, hey, I answered this and here's a quick thing, then please don't be offended. if you get an email link back that says like, hey, here's the YouTube video. It just kind of helps save my voice a little bit. And then if you're in an ELA class, we have the reading challenge instructions here. But we decided today that we're just going to do a tweet for each of the books. So your goal is to read 25 books by Christmas, and you're going to complete 25 tweets to summarize the book. So we're just going to create like a giant Twitter wall in the library lobby. So as you're reading, be thinking about like, if I were going to tweet about this book, what would I tweet? Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this character died, or you have to read this book. It has such a great cliffhanger. Okay. So not just like selling the book, but telling me that you read the book, really. So that's that for English classes specifically. This kind of gives you an idea. Each of these pages is specific to each class, but they all have the same basics, like how to get in touch with me, where to start, and a link to my YouTube page, which is the most helpful. As always, if you have any questions, please email me. But the module always start at the top and work your way down. I don't show the grades on Canvas because it can be kind of wonky donkey. But keeping up with your grades in WinGauge is great. Like I said, I grade on the weekends. So for the most part, if you're wanting to check a grade, probably wouldn't post until like Sunday at lunchtime-ish, maybe. So if there's something specific that you're looking for, like I really want to know what I made on this test, feel free to email me, and just any questions. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me, and I'll answer it as soon as I can. In between laundry breaks and feeding animals, I will get you. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, guys. You have a great night, and don't stress. Just read. Have a great day.